Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a good day yesterday. Slept real well. Made it to the Nth shelter. There wasn't hardly anybody there. The caretaker that was there, he's from Brevard, North Carolina, so we just talked about stuff back home, and then we just I hope I don't fall in the thing here. But we talked about stuff back home and everything. Had a real good evening. Tell you what, I'm glad that I camped at the bottom of that mountain yesterday. Yesterday was a rough day, but it cut some of the mileage off when I got over there. The dinner the night before was good, and I know after I had left Carter Hut, got about halfway up the trail and decided I hadn't ate enough, and stopped on the side of the trail, fixed me lunch again, and took me about an hour and a half nap in my hammock, and then got up, and another guy that we'd been flip-flopping with, he'd come up and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I've been asleep for about an hour." And I packed my stuff up, he waited, and we walked on across the mountain. Got to the shelter about 5 o'clock. But there is a lot of elevation in there, and a lot of steep uphills. They did not believe in, and let's just say they did not believe in switchbacks like we do down south. Straight up and over. And then going downhill, some of it I had to get on my butt and just scoot down some of the areas. So I've got some new shoes waiting on me in Gorham, and cause mine, the soles is coming apart again, and the tread's worn on them, so it don't take much to slide in them. But we're nearing the end. I'm gonna go into Gorham today, stay at a hostel, and then I'm actually gonna take a zero tomorrow. The whites have been tough, and I'm just gonna give my body a little bit of chance to just rest. So that's what my plan is. And I'm gonna go get some Chinese buffet. They've got one, and I may close the place down tonight. You never know. Well, let me get off here before I fall. Gotta go down this creek wash down through here. I like this sand pit in this park here. They got Tonka trucks and stuff in there for the kids to play with. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna come down here and look at this train setup that they got if it's open. This is the inside of a caboose car. You can see, built in 1945, you can see the thing where they can sit and look at the back, from the back of the train to the front up there. Front of it. A little hand cart. There's another thing. Hey, how you doing? Old steam locomotive at this museum here. Huh. Fireball. Load call. Some of the controls where the engineer would sit at. is the Gorham train station. Grand Trunk Railway. Now here's a snow plowing car. Now that's neat. I've only seen these. Now they got some that's steam powered, but that's just you put the train behind it and push it, I guess. Small axles or something. Gorham Town Hall. The Gorham Public Library. It's a quaint little town. This has took a lot of time to do. How long did it take you to reconstruct this?
I don't know, it took them a really long time.
Especially to make a replica of Gorham. And that railroad line that goes by there actually went up to Canada, and one of the circuses back in the earlier times wanted a well brought down, and they ended up having to stop a blue well, so they stopped in Gorham to cool the well down. And then Barnum and Bailey wanted 2 wells brought down, so they went back up. The train service went back up to get another, and they didn't have to stop that time, but they did bring the 2 wells through Gorham, which is really neat.